Alright, everybody, here's the weekly chat with Bill. Nothing really happened to me this week. It's continued to rain, so I haven't had much work. Had to work with a few people who really ticked me off the last time I did work, so that wasn't as fun. My brother Alex actually graduated from high school recently, and that was fantastic. That going to that ceremony was very nice. One of the two people who came up to give speeches for the high school class, his name is Than Peterson. He came up and he's going along in his speech, and he's one of the people who introduced me to Doctor Who. You have to understand, and he's going along in his speech, and he comes to a certain point, and I'm going to get the quote wrong, but he's gets to a certain point in his speech, and he starts saying, you see, people tend to think of time as a linear sequence of cause to effect, but in a non-subjective, non-linear standpoint, it's more like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. He actually said this, and again, I got the quote wrong. He got it exactly right because he was reading off the paper, but he actually said it in the middle of his graduation speech. It's like, this is the best ever! He also mentioned that, yeah, we're all 90s kids, and this is how he talked. We're all 90s kids, and when we were kids, cartoons were better. And we grew up in the age of Boy Meets World, and, television was just a lot better when we were kids. We don't even know what this stuff is nowadays. But, yeah, it was possibly the best graduation speech I've ever heard in my life. Loved it. Anything else I'm missing that happened? The graduation was great. All the things I could tell you that happened there, you would have to know the people involved in order to understand them. Afterwards, we all went out for dinner, and the restaurant we went to had this Apocalypse Now burger. That was literally what it was called. It was the Apocalypse Now burger. They had two burgers. They had the Inglourious Bastards burger and the Apocalypse Now burger, and we decided to eat the Apocalypse Now burger because that's a better movie than Inglourious Bastards. Actually, my brother did try the Inglourious Bastards burger because he's actually a bit of a Tarantino fan. I don't like Tarantino, so I had the Apocalypse Now burger. And then we spent the rest of the meal discussing different meals that you could make after movies or directors or actors. It was fantastic. Something I forgot to mention in the last video that I made, big milestone in my life. This is the first time this has ever happened to me. I got pulled over by a cop while driving. First time this has ever happened to me. I was driving along with my sister to pick up my parents coming back from my brother's senior trip. And I noticed there was this cop behind me with his sirens flashing, and I figured, well, I should probably pull over. I pulled over, and sure enough, he pulled over behind me. And he came up to the window, and I gave him my license and registration and everything like that. And I was sure that it was because I was speeding. I knew I wasn't speeding, but I had always known that I was going to get pulled over by the cops for speeding because I do it a lot. But it wasn't. It was a stupid thing with this road where it's like wide enough to be two lanes, but it's a single lane, and then just out of nowhere, there's a dotted line suddenly in the middle of the road, like someone got tired in the middle of writing that, of painting that double line, and just decided, screw it, the rest of this whole thing is a single lane. But the way I always do it is I always pull over to the side early, so I can just be in that second lane when it pops up, and I don't have to worry about it. But apparently the cop was there, and he saw me doing that, and because it was technically a single lane up till that point, the move I made was apparently illegal to be passing people that early, and which I thought was kind of bullshit, but I wasn't about to say that to a cop. So I was very respectful. I made sure to say, yes, officer, we're going to the Greater Portland Christian School. We're going to the Greater Portland Christian School to pick up my parents who own this car. I'm a very good little boy, you know. Yeah, and I spoke in that accent when I talked to the cop too. He was very entertained. I'm kidding. I'm not that stupid. So that was a lot of fun. First time ever. Getting pulled over by the cops. Survived. Got away with a warning. That was fine. they took my license away and were sitting in the car for a good while. And I'm like, you know what? With my luck, I bet there's a wanted criminal out there, a wanted killer out there, who looks just enough like me that they're gonna have a problem with me. Especially since I've shown my driver's license picture to some of you guys. You know, it looks like a mugshot. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun. No, the cop thing wasn't a lot of fun. I don't know why I said that. It's a standard segue line that came out of my brain when I said that. The cop thing was interesting, and then I got my parents and my brother, who weren't there but all like to tell me that I'm a bad driver. All telling me, all going like, "Yeah, Billy got pulled over by the cops" for the next little bit there. But yeah, there's not much to report this week. That's about all that was going on. So yeah, I'm still editing a bunch of different videos. I had to kind of cop out with the YouTube thing this week because I was lazy this past week in making videos. I didn't get a whole lot done, so I uploaded the Willy Wampa video again to my YouTube account. Previously it was on my Facebook account only, so I uploaded it to my YouTube account to fill that spot, which is a lazy thing to do. I did finish editing another video, but I decided to hold on to it to be a placeholder later down the line. If I'm having trouble editing a video, I can have that on standby. And so that's on hold, and I think you guys are going to enjoy that one when it eventually comes up. But in the meantime, still editing videos and stuff like that. So yeah, this has been your weekly dialogue about how Billy's doing, and I hope you guys are all good. I hope you guys are enjoying your summer and enjoying whatever little projects you're doing. I saw another thing about Emily and Kaylee going to auditions and seeing a show. Great for you guys. Bobby, you seem to be doing a great job. I don't know if you're doing a great job, but you seem to be having an awesome time and a great experience, learning a lot at the New Jersey Shakespeare Company. So good for you, Abby. Again, congratulations on the NTI thing. I understand you're trying to get working through that. I haven't talked to you since I talked to you about that, so I hope that's all going well. I have been praying for you and everything. Bethany, I don't know what's going on with you since your last video, but I hope you're doing well. Same with you, Desiree. I hope to see a video from you at some point. Erica, I'm glad that Torchwood is becoming such a life-changing event for you. That's about all I know about your life recently. Just because I keep seeing the posts up there, is like every other one is. It's either, oh my gosh, Torchwood is great, or oh my gosh, John Barrowman is hot. So I've learned a lot about those two subjects, despite having never actually seen the series in the last couple of weeks. So yeah. Yeah, it's I've rambled on for another like 2 minutes talking about what I know of you guys being up to and stuff like that. So yeah. Bye.